Well, thank you all for joining us on this global international webinar. We're here to examine the opportunity that exists inside the company FutureNet. You may be very new to this. This may be your first presentation. Maybe a friend or a colleague or somebody you met on the internet or a relative invited you to listen to this information. And my job is very easy. All I need to do is share with you the opportunity that lies inside FutureNet to see is there something here that might just interest you. So we're looking at FutureNet, and FutureNet is in a very exciting space, a very what we call niche market, because if you went and looked at the top 10 companies in the world today, you'll find that 6 of them are a little bit like FutureNet. So we have looked at the digital business, we've looked at the online world, and we found that companies like Amazon, we have a component inside FutureNet that works like Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Alibaba, we have parts of each of these wrapped into one. So the top 6 of the top 10 businesses in the world are the companies I've just mentioned, and FutureNet is kind of modeled in that arena. And that means we're involved in a very exciting space. Now, the digital business is booming. It's really changed our lives if you think about it. I mean, 10 years ago, who would believe that we would use our phone for emails, pictures, communication, diaries, alarm clocks? I mean, this is really a computer device today. It's more than a telephone. And the digital world has really stepped into our space in a big way. People don't do this anymore. We don't see people walking around talking. We actually see them walking around texting and snapping and Facebooking and Instagramming and FutureNetting. They are using their device to communicate many times a day. The average person opens their phone about 100 times per day. And that's pretty incredible. You don't sit in front of the television 100 times a day, maybe once in the evening for an hour before you go to bed, something like that. But we're in front of our phone, we're on the internet more than we're in front of television, and that's what's changing. Now, when we look at some of these statistics here, hopefully you can see them there on the right, you'll find that, on the left of me maybe, you will find that about half the world is connected to the internet today. Now imagine you were in business and you had a shop in your local town or your local city. What is the potential of a localized business? What is the potential of a bricks and mortar shop? Or, you are probably limited by the population around you. You're limited by the traffic that passes your front door. So in an average size city of 1 million people, your access, your potentiality in terms of customer base would be 1 million people of that city if you had a business in that city. However, the internet has made the world a very small place. And because half the world are connected, now we're showing you a business that could connect you to half the world. Because half the world now have an internet connection, which is quite incredible. In fact, with Facebook, there are about 2.3 billion account holders. Now, that's probably the biggest network you've ever built. Everybody, mom and dad, next door neighbor, best friend, people at work. No stigma attached to joining Facebook. No stigma attached to opening a LinkedIn account or opening a Snapchat account or opening a WhatsApp account or a YouTube account. There's no stigma attached. Somebody sends you a link, you register, there's no problem. However, if you showed them a direct sales business like we're going to show you, all of a sudden the people say, oh, should I click it? Should I join? Should I register? All these questions appear. Ladies and gentlemen, we should be removing all those questions because we're going to show you on this presentation that we have apps that don't cost anything. We can show you how to make money very easily with the internet. Probably what you're about to see now is the easiest way for average people, just like you and me, we're average people, how to make money the easiest way on the internet. I don't think there is another way. I don't believe in my lifetime I've seen anything as cool as what we're about to show you. So I hope you get some feel for it in this presentation. You may need to come to another. You may need to drill in and find out and get your questions answered, of course. But we're in the internet business. We're in the digital space. I mean, if we look at Instagram, I don't use Instagram, but it had 90 million photographs uploaded today. 90 million photographs uploaded onto Instagram today. So some of the statistics in the space are amazing, and that's what we're involved in. And of course, FutureNet have got itself into, let's call it the fastest growing industries in that area. So one would be online advertising. Now, online advertising is immense. It is serious. If we look at Facebook, just as a matter of interest, you'll find that in this last 3 months, no, in the first 3 months of this year, they turned over $14 billion in turnover. Facebook did $14 billion in the first 3 months of this year. Now, my question to you is, do you use Facebook? Okay. Do you spend money on Facebook? Probably not. It's free. So if everybody uses Facebook for free, how did they generate $14 billion in sales in just 3 months? Well, it came from advertising. See, the revenue in advertising is amazing. If we look at Google last year, they did $74 billion. Now, I use Google every day. It's free. I don't pay anything. But they did $74 billion. And you helped generate that revenue, and they never give you any of it. They never shared any of that revenue with us, the users. And the unique thing about what we're going to show you is we are a social media platform, but we pay you. And there are many, many ways to get paid. I can't show them all in this generalized presentation, but I can only give you a feel for the potential. So the online advertising, there's more than $1 billion a day been spent on online advertising. I'm going to show you how you can enter online advertising space without any experience, zero education in the area, and you can make money. I'm going to show you how to attract some of that $1 billion a day industry. Isn't that amazing? Now, we have another section that we focus on as well. We are building multimedia and products and apps. Very exciting app to share with you tonight on this call. The blockchain and the cryptocurrency is another big area. In fact, it's growing massively. Started about 10 years ago, and it's starting really to take up speed in this last, I suppose, 3 to 4 years. It's become very, very popular. You'll find it mentioned in the soaps. You'll find it mentioned on TV and in the news. You'll find it mentioned probably in every newspaper. And if you haven't heard of the word blockchain or the word cryptocurrency, you'll probably hear about it tomorrow and the next day and the next day and every day for the rest of your life. It's a funny thing. I remember years ago I was thinking about buying a Mercedes, and I looked at the lights on them, the old ones, the old E-classes with the 2 round lights, what we call the frog lights on the front of them. And I didn't know whether I liked them or not. I was judging the car on the lights, and it's amazing, just because I was going to buy it, that everywhere I looked I could see these Mercedes. I never saw them yesterday or the day before or the week before, the month before, but as soon as I heard the word and was in the looking zone, I could see these cars everywhere I drive. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. And that's the same thing here with FutureNet. Things I'm going to tell you in this presentation, you're going to go, wow, that's right, I heard about that. Yeah, and you will see it tomorrow and the next day, and it's amazing how we're involved in an incredible business that will change your life. So I've got to say that in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space, if you're listening to this call from Europe or from the United States, you can participate in buying mining packages, but you cannot any longer participate from the direct sales section or the networking session where you can start developing an income. So we can't do that in the United States. We cannot do that in Europe. We are adhering to new guidelines on that, and we're just taking our own stance on that. It's our own option, the company's option, to come compliant in that space. So you can buy mining packages, you can acquire digital assets if you wish. Everybody can do that, but you can't promote or market it for an income at the present. But however, once regulations and licenses become available, then we'll open that to Europe and to the United States. Yes. For the rest of the world, of course, they can get involved in the cryptocurrency element of what we do. But it's a very, very exciting space. As I said, I was in Dubai just last week speaking at the World Blockchain Summit, and we got a great reception there, and there's a lot of money to be made there as well. And you can learn more about that later. The home-based business is another section. Now, what's home-based business? Well, would you believe it, I'm at home right now, and many of you are probably at home. And the world is changing towards home-based businesses. And the reason for that was, I suppose, about 10 years ago, when the crisis, the global crisis of 07, 08, when that took effect, and ever since then, people are afraid. People used to get a job for life. And that's what they were told. Go to school, study well, find a good company, get there for life, get yourself a pension and retire. But that's not the case. People are going through 7, 8, 10, 15 jobs in their career. And people now are afraid. They can't, I suppose, rely on a security of a job and even a business, a conventional business. Very, very difficult in the economic climate. Banks aren't lending, businesses suffering on the high street because, well, what we're doing here, the online business, is hurting these traditional type jobs and these traditional type businesses. I mean, if you look at the likes of, we had a big firm here called Extravision, another one, Blockbuster. I mean, these were video stores. They've gone out of business. Why? Because the internet business, the availability of downloading a digital movie, watching it online without having to rent it out, the spectrum of cloud and how videos can be uploaded. I mean, when I was flying to Dubai, there must have been 600 movie selection on the airplane. 600 movies. How can you stick 600 movies into a little thing in front of you, in the headset in front of you, and select any movie and watch it just like that, perfectly, without, well, the only interruption, I suppose, was the captain calling in and making an announcement. But I mean, it was pure clean streaming. There was no delay, or it wasn't a bad picture or bad sound. It was perfect quality. So you can see how that business has been affected. Again, people are getting put out of their jobs because of technology. Technology is incredible, and people are afraid what's going to happen in the future. They're worried about their kids going to school. They're worried, well, I don't mean they're worried about that. They're worried about going to higher education, spending 30,000 at university, and coming out well qualified but nowhere to work because the jobs just aren't available. Because things like robots and technology are taking over. They're replacing the human element. I mean, when I went to Dubai, I can tell you, I went to FutureNet's website, I went to the shopping platform, I booked my flight, I booked my hotel through FutureNet, so I didn't speak to anybody, so I booked my flight and my hotel through FutureNet. I then printed out my own boarding pass, so I didn't need to speak to anybody. When I got to the airport, I went through the passport control. I didn't have to speak to anybody. I went through the scanners. They scan all the baggage now. I was able to go up to the gate, and just at the gate, the lady wanted to see my passport and my boarding card. That was the only time I spoke to somebody before I entered the plane. And if you go back a few years ago, you used to have to go to the travel agent. You used to have to talk to somebody. You had to look and arrange the flights. You had to, wait to the post you out of your tickets, and you had to go and speak to somebody at the airport. All this stuff, your baggage is all done now, dropping it off, and it's just incredible how technology has removed so many people from that travel industry. It's incredible. Coming home, passport control, I was able to put my passport through this machine, and it was able to look at me and took a photograph of me, and it opened the doors and let me go through instead of speaking to a person. So these machines are putting us out of business. And why am I talking so much about that? Because we're speaking to people here about getting involved in a home-based business. And a home-based business is thriving right now. It's going through the roof because now you're in control. You're in control of how much money you earn. You're in control of the time you put in. You don't need to wear a watch. You don't have an alarm clock with a home-based business. You don't need to rent a property. You don't need to buy products and then go and sell them to somebody. That's not important in what I'm going to show you. You don't need to recruit staff. So it's a very lean business with a great upside. and there is no limit on what you can earn. Now, the disclaimer will be, I'm going to show you some figures and maybe talk about some numbers. I can't guarantee you anything because you can't guarantee me what effort you'll put in. So it's really down to your effort, down to your work rate, down to your communication skills, down to your appetite for success, down to a variety of elements. However, we're here to help and guide you. So any of the numbers or the figures I show you are, let's call them hypothetical. There are people who are making a lot more than the figures I'm going to show you. There are people making a lot less. And obviously there's some people doing nothing and they're making nothing. So it's really down to you. All I would say is there is no limit to what you can earn with this opportunity. So online advertising, applications and apps, blockchain technology, home-based business, that's just 4 sections in. We're also in online games. Now, honestly, I don't play games, but I found out that Candy Crush, a little game that people kept saying, get Candy Crush, get Candy Crush. I said, no, I don't want it, I don't want it. It did $2 billion in sales. One little game, $2 billion in sales. I thought, wow, there's some money in games. It is an amazing industry. Well, FutureNet is involved with games. We've developed our own game, many games, one in particular called Coin of Mine. We put 1 million cryptocurrency coins into that game. The coin is worth $8 or $9, so it's worth $8 or $9 million of free money to you if you want to play this game totally for free. And of course, social media is our backbone. Social media is our list builder. It's where we're going to attach every single product to. We're going to build a community in our social media section. So fast-growing industries, exciting industries, very profitable businesses. Let's find out more about this company, FutureNet. Well, it's started way back in 2012. So for some of you, it's new today, but this has been going on for quite some time right now. And I'm happy about that. I'm happy that I'm not joining a brand new company that hasn't started yet or just about to get started or has no track record. We have a track record. In fact, this company is probably the next billion-dollar company that you're looking at right now. Billion-dollar company. I believe last year we did $750 million in sales. $750 million, isn't that incredible? And the good news is that this company pay out about 80% of its revenue back to the user, back to the database, back to you, back to the members. And it's up to you how much of that you attract. And that's what's exciting. We're based in Dubai. In fact, the owners live there. The company is set up in Dubai. I believe they do their banking there. But they have a bigger infrastructure than that. They do a lot of their IT work in Poland and Ukraine. So it's a really cool company. They're online, but they're also offline. We have a variety of coffee shops and restaurants. We have physical businesses like leasing cars in one country. You can get a car leased. So we have physicality to what we do. We're not a company that hides behind a computer. This slide outdates itself all the time, unfortunately. It says 200 plus employees. That's correct. More like 350. So 200 plus is correct, but it's more like 350 employees and growing and growing and growing as our community grows. In fact, the community now has swollen to about 4 million members. Isn't that incredible? 4 million members. Well, it's not that incredible because there was a guy called Mark Zuckerberg who designed Facebook way back a few years back, over 10 years ago. And Mark at university called 5 of his friends and he says, hey guys, come round to my school dorm, come round to my dormitory. I've got a business idea. It's called Facebook. I want to run it past you guys. And that was one guy who told 5 guys. And out of the 5 people he told, only 3 showed up. 2 guys laughed and said, I'm not going around to listen to that nonsense. But the 3 that showed up, just like you showed up for this, are billionaires today. They had no money. They were students. They offered their IT service, their support to market. They developed the Facebook, the beginning. So it was one guy invited 5, 3 showed up, so there were 4. And they started to tell a few people and tell a few people and tell a few people and tell a few people. And now it's grown to 2.3 billion. 1/3 of the planet has a Facebook account. So 2 guys got together back in 2012 to talk about FutureNet. Just 2 guys, Roman and Stefan, and they've grown to 4 million already. So not just as cool as the Facebook story, but we're on our way to equal success because our revenues are catching up. Much better pro rata than Facebook. Our turnover is quite exciting. $1 billion revenue with 4 million users. Okay, $1 billion revenue with 4 million users. Facebook is 2.3 billion users. And they only did, I think it was 27 billion last year. So we're 127th with just 4 million. I mean, if everybody introduced 10 customers for free, because it's free to join FutureNet, if we all introduced 10 customers this week for free, we would have 40 million users. Can you imagine the potential of a community that size? And that's what we're looking towards. We're looking to work with you, to build a community, to enjoy the friendship, to make friends and make money, and enjoy our products, and to become successful. We need you to be successful. We don't want to introduce you to something and you not to have success at it. Your success is our success. Our success is the company's success. The company's success is the founders and the CEO's success. So we're working as a community together, and already we're in the top 20 direct selling companies. I mean, that's amazing. Like, all the business has been going on for thousands of years. You're now looking at a company in the top 20 direct sales, which is incredible. And last but not least on this slide, company is totally debt-free. It's privately owned. We take no investors. We don't need any investors. There are no shareholdings. There are no. We're not like a public company on the stock exchange. You see, those companies go on the stock exchange to raise money. This company doesn't need to raise any money. So we don't have investors. We don't offer investments. It's a privately owned, debt-free company, fully funded by the owners way back in 2012. And it works on what's called positive cash flow. That's important in business, positive cash flow. What that simply means is nothing goes out until it comes in first. So if $100 comes in and $80 goes out, that's it, 80% payout. If $1,000 comes in, $800 goes out, that's positive cash flow. If $1 million comes in, 800,000 goes out, that's positive cash flow. They don't pay out any more than about approximately 80% of the money that comes into the company, and therefore they always remain in this positive cash flow scenario, which is quite exciting. So what else can I tell you? Well, here's the two gentlemen that brainstormed this idea. As I said, way back in 2012, they put the foundations in place to the company that exists today, and their work has been incredible, and you'll find now that they are goodwill ambassadors of IMSAM, the United Nations, and that's incredible clarity. That's incredible achievement for these owners. They're very, very proud of this relationship they have with the United Nations, and they've been invited now to the headquarters. They're doing some phenomenal projects on a bigger scale to help not just individuals, but even as far as helping save the planet, working on projects in that area. Now, I don't know if you've heard of Alexa rankings, but we are ranked now in the top 6,000 websites in the world. You might say, well, that doesn't sound good, 6,000. How many websites are there? Well, there are more than 2 billion. So if you were in the top 1 billion, you'd be in the top 50% of websites. If you were in the top 100,000 websites, wow, you'd be very excited. If you were in the top 10,000 websites, you'd be a great website. And of course, we are ranked in the top 6,000, and we have plans to grow that higher up. It's interesting because we don't use .com. If we had a .com website, we'd get more impressions and more hits, because people always go to .com and we're not there. And it's amazing that we're in the top 6,000 with a .club website, and our website, our brand, is presently valued at $49 million. So let's say you wanted to buy our name, our domain name, not our company and our products and our wealth, just buy the name, FutureNet.club. That today is valued at $49 million, just the name. Isn't that incredible? And of course, that value as we grow as a community is going to be very, very exciting. In terms of some of the things we do, again, we are very, very prominent in the sporting fraternity. I believe we sponsor approximately 35 different individuals or teams or sports. Everything from football to futsal, everything from basketball to boxing to yacht racing to car racing, horse racing. It's amazing. Netball. There are about 35 different things that we do, and if you go to our website, you'll find more on those activities. In fact, you will see us on TV most weeks. We sponsor Stuttgart. In the Bundesliga in Germany, you will see our name flashed around the football pitch. So there's a lot of stuff going on out there to make this business easier for you. You know, if I was going to show this business to somebody, I would invite them around to my house when Stuttgart are playing at home. And I would say, come on, let's go in and watch some TV, and we have a cup of tea, and I'll serve them a cup of tea or a cup of coffee in a FutureNet mug. You know, I will wear my FutureNet aftershave. I will charge my phone with the FutureNet charger to charge up my power pack, to charge up my iPhone. I will wear my FutureNet baseball hat, and I will be watching TV, and up on the screen will come FutureNet, FutureNet, right throughout the game, FutureNet, FutureNet, and I'll say this is the company we're looking at. Then I'll do a quick presentation, and of course, all of that means, wow, they can see it's not just online. It's in the football stadium. It's in the racing car stadium. It's in his perfume. It's in his cup. It's in his charging his phone. We do phones. There's so many products we do. It's incredible concept we're about to show you. We have restaurants and coffee shops. Again, you're very welcome to go check those out. Find out where they are. Book a flight if you're not local. Get down there. Have something to eat. Buy yourself a coffee. Buy your friend a coffee. I promise you, you will be proud that you invited a friend to meet at one of our destinations, because these are luxury coffee shops, beautiful staff, wonderful food, great prices, great environments in wonderful locations. And all of that together is a brand that we should probably franchise out in the years ahead. We're developing a franchise model for that, so that maybe if you're an entrepreneur and you want to have a FutureNet cafe in your town, your city, maybe that's something we could do next year or the year after for you. But right now, we have about 4 of these opening. One opened last week in, I think it was Ljubljana in Slovenia, if I'm not mistaken. And we have them in Wrocław, in Poland. We have in Warsaw, in Kiev. So we're starting to work on that side as well. And again, if there was a FutureNet cafe in your town, that's a great way to build a business. Hey, let's meet for a coffee down at the FutureNet cafe. I want to show you something exciting. You have a coffee, you have something to eat, you show them something exciting. They say, what's FutureNet? You go, well, you're just in the coffee shop here. This is FutureNet. Wow. Part of this? Absolutely. So these projects are done to make this business much easier for you. But 2 weeks ago, I took a party of 15 leaders from my group, and we flew from Ireland to Warsaw. We went to the restaurant. I can tell you the food was absolutely amazing. The decor was absolutely amazing. The staff actually made it for me. Because a lot of money can make decoration nice and getting a good chef, but the staff were in love with FutureNet, and we had a special room there for our distributors, and we had a great time there. Then we traveled across country 5 hours to Wrocław, and we went to the coffee shop and checked that out, and that gave that team of 15 leaders the confidence, the belief in this business, and that's something you might think about doing for your team. Whilst I was there was people flying from China to Poland to go to a coffee shop. Did you ever hear tell of that before? Anybody flying from China to Poland to see a coffee shop? The day before we arrived, a busload from Slovenia arrived. 42 people went to the coffee shop in a different country. Now, this is a community that supports business. So it's a phenomenal concept when you add all ingredients together. In terms of the foundation, we're doing things to put better water, better communications into countries like Africa. We're working on a rainforest project that we will deliver next year around the Amazon and the Brazil regions. We're looking at how to save the planet. We have been told by the last surviving student of Nikola Tesla, the last surviving student who spent his life studying the environment and what's happening, and he told us that 0.7 of a hectare is being destroyed every single minute of the day. 0.7 hectares of rainforest is being pulled down and destroyed every minute of the day. What he also calculated was that in 50 years from now, if nothing changes, if we don't do anything about it, our children and our grandchildren will be wearing oxygen masks to breathe because our planet is getting destroyed. And FutureNet have created, or in the middle of creating, a project where we can have a purpose to do good and make money. And we'll release more details about that as well. So that's another phenomenal idea going on in the background. But now back to the opportunities, because of course you want to make some money as well. And really, so far I've told you a lot about the company and the infrastructure. I've told you a lot about the model and how it works. So now let's dip in and have a look at the opportunities that are available. Now, of course, we're a social media platform. You don't have to do anything or buy anything, but if you wish, you can play games there, you can go shopping there, you can communicate there, and that's it. It's just a free scenario. Some of our audience are interested in making money. They are entrepreneurs like yourself if you're on this call. If you've listened this far on the call, that tells me you are a person interested in concepts and ideas to have a better life for you and your family. That's what it tells me, or it tells me I'm good at holding your attention all this time. But we need to get to this section, which is the opportunities and the businesses that lie inside FutureNet if you wish. These are totally optional. You don't have to do these. We want to share now how you can get involved or participate in 2 or 3 or 1 of our opportunities. We have an advertising product called FutureAd Pro. Very, very exciting. People love it. We have a FutureNet multimedia and digital product, which is the backbone to what we do in the business model. I'm going to show you how to make a lot of money there. And we have what's called the Futuro Network. Now remember what I said previously. The network side is not applicable to Europe or to the United States. But if you're European or from the US, you can buy a mining package. You can mine the coin. You can get that digital asset. You can move it to the exchange. You can spend it. That's fine. But in terms of doing sales or recruitment or building a business with it, that's not applicable for us in the United States or in Europe. This is just a company policy. Well, we haven't been told to do this. We've just decided to do it to look after and make a better, stronger community. In the future, if those regions open up for the network side, well, fantastic. But the rest of the world, I mean, if we take out Europe, and I think there's about 450 million people, and something similar in America, maybe 350 million, we're looking at about 800 million people. I mean, there are 7 billion on the planet, so 1/5 or 1/6 of the world can't do this part, the rest of the world can. So I just want you to know that, that's a policy we've added to it. But it's a very exciting project. If you're already there, fantastic, no problem. But in the future, when you go to do that section, our systems won't allow your IP address into that network fraternity, and that's pretty cool. So let's move on and see what is available. Now, online advertising. I did say earlier that it's over $1 billion a day. I can see here now it's $1.3 billion a day is being spent on advertising. Now, we have an application here. It's called Banners App. It's currently only available for the Android phone. So at the moment, we can't use it on iOS, but we can use it on Androids. I can tell you 74% of the world is on Android. 74% of the world is using Android. If you want to avail of this, go buy yourself an Android phone. We have them on FutureNet Shop. They're like $200 US. They take 2 SIM cards. You can buy them locally if you want and download this app, because this app will make you money. It's free to download. It's free money. Very simple. Once you download it, you turn it on. Once you turn it on, you can also turn it off. It's up to you. If you leave it every time you open your phone, up pops an advertisement. Something like Hilton Hotel Groups Okay, what do you do when it says Hilton Hotel Groups? No problem, nothing. What you do is you go to website or you close it. Well, if you're not looking, you just close it and you go on and use your application. Next time you lift up your device, maybe you want to use the calculator, up pops an advertisement, something like Pandora Jewelry. Go to website or close. Close. And you go and use your calculator. Next time you want to check your emails, you lift up your phone, you turn it on. Up comes TJI Fridays. Go to website, close. I'm not hungry, close. Ladies and gentlemen, what happens here? These pop up with your permission. But guess what? We pay you. We pay you every time you view one of these ads. I mean, you don't have to go into the website. You just open and close, and that's it, done, seconds. And the average person is spending about 100 visits, somewhere between 80 and 110, I think, is the average. Somewhere around about 100 times a day you're going in there. Obviously, the more you go in, the more you can get, but we cap it at 5 FND. We give every user up to 5 FND. We take the revenue. FutureNet gives 70% back to us. So let's say they take in $1 million, FutureNet, from advertising this week. They give us 700,000 back, and FutureNet keep 300,000. Does that make sense? So let's say they draw in $1 million of revenue. 700,000 goes back to the users, to you and me, for free. Doesn't cost anything. It's a free app, guys. And 300,000 stays with FutureNet to run their offices, run their organization. And the more people we can get using this, the more exciting this is going to be. The maximum you can get is 5 FND per week, 20 FND per month. You cannot withdraw until you get to 20 FND. Now you're asking me, what's an FND? An FND is a FutureNet dollar. FND, FutureNet dollar. What is a FutureNet dollar? It's an internal currency. It's not like fiat currency or digital money. It's just like when you go to Tesco or Walmart, you get points. We give you 5 FND, but I want to tell you this, that an FND is equal to a USD in value. So every point, every FND you gather, it's equal to a US dollar. So 5 FND is equal in value, if you were to cash out, 5 US dollars. But the internal currency, because it's not dollars inside, it's FND, stands for FutureNet dollars. It's very, very, very simple. So that's one application that we have, totally free. We have another program called Future Ad Pro. This is going under a lot of work at the moment. We are upgrading our servers. We're upgrading our platform. We have 3 different databases, and the difficulty is merging the databases and keeping the content as it was. So a lot of roadworks going on here, a lot of interruptions to this service, but it's special. Everybody loves it. And I'm told in the next couple of weeks we're going to have a new version. I suppose it's like going from an iPhone 4 to an iPhone 5, or an iPhone 6 to an iPhone 7, or a Samsung 4 to a Samsung 5. It's like an upgrade. We upgrade these things, what, every 16 months we get a new contract, we get a new phone, because there's better memory, there's better camera, there's better speed. Well, Future Ad Pro is going under an upgrade to make it a better, cooler version, and that's coming soon. There will be a few changes to it, a few surprises. This is a great product. I will tell you now, you can only have 1 account with this per household. So husband and wife cannot have an account, only 1 account. Father and son, not possible, either or, provided the son is of a business age, not a baby or a child, because you will need to verify your account with a passport or a driving license, and I'm sure your 12-year-old son doesn't have a driving license, and also you will need a utility bill, and we're doing a few other, we have some smart technology checking on you to make sure you only have 1 account per household. If we find you have 2 accounts or more, we will close all accounts, and there's no way out of that. So you've been advised. This has been the policy for the last 3 years with this product. It's brilliant. Everybody loves it. But some people are greedy. Some people are cheating it. And I just wanted to make that clear. If you have more than 1 account, you are in trouble. All accounts will be closed. Our technology will know exactly what's going on there. And if you well, I don't need to say any more. I've made myself clear. But this product is beautiful. Everybody loves it. What you must do is become an advertiser in this case if you want to benefit from it. So the first thing you do, if you like it, you register for free. So the person that invited you to this presentation, they will connect you. Then you can purchase some advertising on our web servers, on our website, and you can buy advertising for what's called $10, or you can spend $50, or multiples of that. Now, the maximum advertising packages you can have in the $10 model is 100 of those advertising packs. In the $50 section, the maximum you can have is 1,000 ad packs available there. So, and you can see there on the slide, 1 account per household. The other thing, it's very, very easy. You must advertise. So let's say you have a car wash. You can advertise the car wash. Let's say you had a bed and breakfast in your house. You can advertise that. Let's say you were a taxi driver. You can advertise your taxi business. You can put your business card on this. So let's say you don't have a website. You can take a photograph of your business card. You can upload that, and we can advertise your taxi business, which means you don't have to spend all the money buying and getting a website. We put you on the internet. We put an offline business online. This is pretty cool. If you had a hotel, you could advertise that. If you were an accountant, or I think in the US they call them a CPA, and you work from home and you were looking some business to do, maybe some returns, some calculations, some accounts for clients, you could advertise your accountancy service on this from home, your home-based business, and somebody would send you over their files, you do the work, charge them, so you can advertise a profession. Any business, I suppose, could advertise on this. Let's say you had a health product and you wanted to market that. Maybe you're involved in direct sales. Maybe you're looking for customers or distributors. You can advertise your program on this. You can advertise your landing page. Very, very cool. What this is FutureNet, let's call them a publisher, and let's call you an advertiser. And what do you want for your business? You want some customers. So FutureNet connect the customers to the advertisers, and it's a very simple model where you advertise, we send customers to your website, and we pay you for watching advertisements. This, guys, is incredible, because what actually happens is every $10 that you spend advertising, by your own free will, you can qualify for all of that back plus another $2. You get up to $12 back. If you are spending $50 to advertise, the cool thing here is you can qualify by your own free will. Now, you don't have to. We have customers just advertising, but we have other customers who are clever and they understand how to get a commission, how to get a reward. And by doing watching a few ads every day, we can actually get you effectively back that advertising you've spent, and some profits as well, because we take revenue in from many sources, from advertising, from games, from shopping, from cryptocurrency, from digital products, from coffee shops, from leasing, all the things I've spoken about. We take all that revenue, we put it in, let's call it a pot or a pool or a bucket, and every ad pack you have, we give you 1 share from the revenue from that. So we kind of share the advertising revenue with the members that support our business. Now, if you're not advertising with us, well, then you can't benefit from that. So we only share it with our advertisers, and I hope you understand that makes sense. So this is a little bit different than the other product I just spoke about. The other product's free. You don't spend anything. You just watch ads and you get paid. This one's a little different. You become an advertiser. You advertise something, but if you watch ads, you get paid. And this is really, really cool. People love this program. We have weight loss companies, cryptocurrency exchange companies looking for your business. We have restaurants advertising. We have driving school instructors. I saw a guy there is an accountant. He was advertising. James Phelan from Go, he was advertising his accountancy service. The security firms, health companies, products, coffees, anything you want to advertise. Now, if you don't have a business, let's say you have nothing to advertise, there is still an opportunity to participate, because you could select one of 3 templates that we offer you to advertise, maybe the FutureNet Foundation, or advertise a charity or something like that. So you can still participate, but advertising is compulsory, and every ad pack you get, what you receive is you get 800 views for a $50 advertising package, and you get 160 views for a $10 advertising package. Now, you will need to spend about 5 or 6 minutes every day doing this. You simply watch 10 ads. That qualifies you for 24 hours. After 24 hours, the commission's over. It stops. Unless you decide by your own free will to watch some more advertisements. And if you watch 10 more, that qualifies you for another 24 hours. And then it stops. And you keep doing that until your $10 or your $50 has become $12 or $60, depending on the advertisement package you've got. Now, if you have 2 packs, the same 10 ads qualify you for both. If you have 20 packs, the same 10 ads qualify for 20 packs. If you have 100 packs, the same 10 ads that you've watched would qualify you for all 100 packs. Now, there are a few rules or a few caveats to that. On withdrawal, there's a 10% compulsory order of digital products. We haven't spoken about that yet. It puts you into another part of our program. It gets you some digital product. So there are a few caveats. Please do get back to the person who invited you to this. Please do familiarize yourself with the terms and conditions. Please make sure that you don't have 2 accounts, or you don't even be tempted to take 2 accounts. The money you can make here with 1 account is, let's call it football star income. You know, it's Ronaldo type incomes, almost, I'm hearing from some of our users. So great potential, 1 account per household. Now, who does this type of thing? Well, we're all doing this anyway. Every day you're watching 200 advertisements, and you don't get paid for it. You're seeing advertisements on Facebook. You're seeing advertisements on Google. You see advertisements in the newspaper. You hear them on the radio. They're all over the place. When you walk down the street, you see them in the shop window. We are advertised at all the time, in the back of the bus, on the tube, in the bus shelter. There's advertisements all around us. On the person beside you's clothes, it might say Nike, it might say Adidas. This is advertising, and we're watching hundreds of them every day, and we don't get paid. We have a program here that if you choose by your own free will to watch 10 ads a day, we pay you. To find out more about this special product, the good thing is you don't have to tell anybody, you don't have to share this with anyone, and you can still make money. If you do decide to share it, there is an opportunity to get up to 15% extra bonuses. So that's all very exciting. So on to the next big thing. That's one thing that we do, which is called FutureNet Pro. We've also got many more things in the pipeline. What I would like to tell you now briefly is about our social media platform and the digital products that we have available to you. Now, our social media platform is free to join. You can hang out there, add friends. There's no limits to the amount of friends you can add. I believe companies like Facebook limit you to 5,000 friends. Here, no limit. You can put the whole world into this program. So the good news is we don't sell your data, okay? Facebook, I'm sure Big Brother and everybody else knows what you're doing. Here, it's a closed-loop society. Nobody gets your information. We don't sell or share your data. You're in a closed environment, and that's what's cool. There's no agenda. It's just a private community. I bet you if you check your Facebook account, and let's say you had 500 friends, I bet you don't know all 500. I'm probably right. You don't know those 500 people. You might know 100 of them, but you just kept adding friends. Here's a chance to build it again with people you like, people you love, people you care for. There's lots of things you could do on the site. You can chat, you can send messages, you can find your friends around the corner. Any of you on FutureNet, we have a device that says, there's a FutureNet guy around the corner, or there's a FutureNet girl in the cafe, because we have a thing called Friends Catcher that tells us where we all are. It's just like a GPS finding out where all the FutureNet people are. It's pretty cool if you want to meet a FutureNet person, because the FutureNet people are friends. We make friends and we make money. That's what we do. There's business opportunities on the platform as well. There's digital products available, things like Future Cloud storage. We do Future VoIP service. We have a Future Board Best service, and we're adding some new products to this on an ongoing basis. Our new CEO, Giles Whiting, incredible gentleman from the digital arena. He's been operating major companies, billion-dollar companies. He has been working with a task force of 40,000 employees in this digital space, in this digital arena. He's bringing to the table brand new products for us, exciting products that we can make money over and over again. Residual income through the matrix, where every month, monthly subscriptions, people buying products every single month means the matrix makes you money every single month instead of one time off. So there's lots of new developments. We're bringing in products to do with, I suppose, trading, cryptocurrency and Forex. We're adding those products where you can subscribe to some information. We're bringing in training product. There's so much coming with this business, you won't believe it. And that's what I love about FutureNet. The next new thing, the next cool thing in the marketplace, FutureNet can add it. I mean, this last couple of years, cryptocurrency was the next big thing. You don't have to go and find a new ID. You don't have to go and build a new team. One team, one structure, you get paid over and over again. These guys like health products. These guys like digital products. These guys like advertising. These guys like cryptocurrency. These guys like education and training. These guys like Forex. All of these different arenas are quite exciting. Bolt on anything. Entertainment, health insurance. I mean, guys, anything you can think of is possible on our platform. And we're very, very excited about our multimedia products. You can buy what's called media points from the platform. With these points, you can exchange them for products, which is cool. So you just buy some digital products. You can advertise on the platform. So with your media points, you can advertise on the front page of our platform. Now, these advertisements generally are quite expensive with the likes of other social media platforms, but with FutureNet, they're very affordable. If you would like in front of 4 million people to put your product up there, you can use your media points in what we call FutureNet ads, and that's incredible. If you're a Royal customer with $1,685 of product and you have 168,000 points, you can start using them for digital products, or you can use them for physical products, or you can use them to advertise on the platform. 25% of your your media points can be used for physical products. 50% can be used for advertising on the platform. Guys, this is an incredible product. I'm very excited about it. You can get started for like as little as $10, and for $10 we'll give you 1,000 points. What can you do? I've already told you. Go buy some products with it. Yeah, physical products, digital products, or, as I said, you can actually advertise on the social media platform with them. If you want to spend some more, like another $25, $50, $100, we have 6 programs available, and it's quite exciting. What I want to tell you guys, just hot off the press, we are giving a gift of 15 Futuro coins as a reward. Now, the rewards program was finishing on the 31st of October, but I've just been told a few hours ago that now the program is going to run for 1 more month. It's very, very successful until the 30th of November. If you sign up as a Royal or upgrade to a Royal, you get 15 free Futuro as a gift from the company. And if you are the introducer of a Royal, you get 5 Futuro for every Royal that you introduced. If you don't know what a Royal is, please do get back to the person that introduced you. A Royal is someone that has bought the maximum of media points. That's 10, 25, 50, 100, 500, 500. A total spend, a total order of products of $1,685. We're going to give you 15 Futuro coins as a gift. And who knows what they might be worth in the future. Hopefully for you, it'll pay that $1,685 for you like it has for many already. Now, what do? You buy media points, you shop with them, and then you refer others. Very simple. So buy some media points, starting at $10. Go and spend them, buy some products with them or advertise, and then go and refer some other people. And you start building a network of customers. And we built this network up to about 4 million users right now. There are 7 ways you can make money, from friends bonuses, matching bonuses. Again, we have a presentation that covers all of that for you. If you were to use the power of 3, if everybody found 3 customers, you could build a community of over 80,000 customers. And anytime one of those customers buys something, you get paid. Imagine we launch a product in January, and you had a community of 2 or 3 or 5 or 10,000 customers, and half of them bought something when we kind of launch that product, your check in January goes boom, because you've already built the community. We add a product, your customers go buy that product, you get paid. Now what if that product was a monthly subscription to TV? Let's say Netflix. As everybody buys Netflix, you get paid every time people watch TV. Guys, that's just an example. Don't go tell that story. That's an example of what we can do here. We build a community of customers, and if that customer structure is in your business, you get paid over and over again residually through this model, guys. This is incredible. You see, as Mr. Gates says, you know, the secret of success in business is finding out or detecting, where the world's going, what's coming next. Another way of saying it is get in front of the wave. Don't come after the wave has passed. Get in front of the wave to catch that potential, to catch that business. Get there first. And you've been invited on this presentation to get there first, to find out how to make money with an application, a free app on your phone, and get paid every time you use your phone. I've shown you tonight how to get paid for advertising and watching 10 ads a day. I've told you about, we have a digital product program. We have a cryptocurrency program. Guys, this is incredible. Now, to finish on our blockchain and cryptocurrency product, this will be applicable to many people, about 6 billion people. Probably 1 billion of us cannot network this, but we can use the product. We can buy storage, we can buy mining packages, we can start getting coins from the internet. So the future of money has gone digital because everything's gone digital. Your phone went digital. A few years ago, your TV company told you to change your television. You got notice. They said, in October, we're changing from analog TV to digital. You must get the new devices because the old TVs are going off, because the internet went digital, phones went digital, music went digital. I show my kids a record, a vinyl record. I said, what's this, Dad? A Frisbee? No. This is a record. This is the Beatles. This is the music. It's a piece of black plastic. It's not, Dad. How does it play music? And I said, this is a record. You put it on, you move it with your arm, there's a little needle, it sings the song. Daddy, don't be silly. That's not music. How can that work? They don't understand, because today they can talk to Siri. They can talk to a device, Alexa, in my house, and say, play this song. And this machine in my house just plays it. It digitally takes it from the internet and plays it. So music went digital. I'm here to tell you that money has already gone digital. It is incredible. It's gone from natural money to precious metals to paper money to plastic money or electronic money like PayPal and Visa. The next evolution of money is digital money. Very, very exciting. We call it cryptocurrency. It's cryptography that keeps it safe, that keeps it honest. It is incredible. We have our own coin, our own community coin. It's called the Futuro coin. It's available to the world at large. You can buy it on an exchange. You can mine it. You can buy your own mining machine. You can buy a mining package. Anybody can buy a mining package from FutureNet. There are 7 mining packages. We have over 100 million coins available. That's the cap. There will be no more coins. What that means is when they're gone, they're gone. You should see a rise in the value as we pour demand on the coin. It's very, very exciting. Everybody in the world can participate. You can withdraw the coin into fiat currency, into your national currency through ATM machines. You can buy stuff online. You can pay member to member anywhere in the world. Let's say you're my friend in the United States. I owe you $100. I can send it to you in 4 seconds. 4 seconds with Futuro. If I use Bitcoin, it'll take 10 minutes or more. With our coin, it takes instant, 4 seconds or less. You owe me back $90. 4 seconds or less, I have it back. So it's the movement of money digitally, safely. It's a real cool coin. You can buy a mining package and start building that asset. If you're outside of Europe, if you're outside of the United States, then you can get involved in the Futuro network. This allows you to market it. You can market the business and get bonuses for introducing customers and developing an organization. We have direct bonuses, sponsored bonuses, career bonuses, matching bonuses, car bonuses. Guys, there's a presentation on its own to cover each of the sections I've covered. Please come to my training. Please find some of my stuff on YouTube and learn more about these products. At the time of recording, I'm sure they were accurate As things develop, they'll need upgraded. So please don't rely on old information. Get the current information. Attend our webinars, attend our events, get back to the person that invited you here, and get started today. Don't think about it. Don't say, I'll sleep on it. It'll cost you money if you sleep on it, because we can give you coin every single minute. If you buy a mining package now, in 1 minute from now, we will pay you 60 times per hour, 1,400 payments per day. We will pay you in Futuro if you buy a mining package. Anybody in the world could do that. If you want to become an advertiser, we can pay you for watching 10 ads effectively every single day. You qualify, we can show you how to make some serious money there. Buy our digital products and build this structure of up to 80,000 customers in your community, and you can make up to $10 million, in fact, in that program by itself. Or just become a social media customer. Free, hang out, play games, go shopping. Maybe you download an app and make some free money. All of these things are exciting. Please do me a favor. Get back to the person that shared this with you. Thank them. Say you're excited but you don't understand it. Whatever it is, but say, I want to get started today. And you will be happy if you roll up your sleeves, if you go to work. You need 3 things for success. Number 1, you need an appetite for success. You need a burning desire to succeed. You know, to be good at anything, at sports, you've got to have this passion, this, I want to be successful. You need that to be successful in anything, in sports, in business, in relationship. You want it to work. You have to build that appetite like I have. The second thing is you need to be willing to learn. Now, there's lots of training going on. It's ongoing. In fact, we're introducing an academy to train you. We're introducing a training product, a subscription-based product for you. That's all coming. But please be willing to learn. Be willing to find out and get your questions answered. Understand. Some people are in this business 1 year and they're asking basic questions because they have not been willing to learn. Yeah, so come to all the trainings, come to all the events, learn from the webinars, learn from your upline, your active upline, and learn from your support teams. So, burning desire to succeed, willingness to learn. Number 3, willingness to go to work. If you have those 3 things, you will be one of the happiest people on this planet, as many of our FutureNet members and friends are. So I want to leave it there. It's been my pleasure to share this with you. I hope you've learned something. I hope you've heard something. I hope you've enjoyed something. But I hope you do something with it. I hope you take the action and join today. You won't be disappointed. After all, it's free to join. The opportunities are optional. You can do them in your own time. But of course, start making money today. Because as you sleep tonight, most of the FutureNet community are making money. Many other people aren't making any money when they sleep. They have to get up and go to work. FutureNet, we will show you how to make money even when you sleep. Good night. Take care. I look forward to seeing you all again soon on our next presentation. Thank you again. Bye. Ciao. Woo! There we go, guys. Getting the sore throat out of that one.